Hello my Irish Football Fan TV. It's finished 1-0 to the Republic of Ireland. Look, we've won the game, that's all that matters. This is the instant match reaction here from the Aviva. The players are still on the pitch. They look completely wrecked coming off the pitch. They look like they gave it their all, but I think at the same time we need to put perspective into this game. Just the fact that we did face 10 men for a large part of that second half, and who knows, if they had had 11, would we have got the result? But look, we got the look we needed, so I'm not going to focus on the negative here for that. But what I will say is, Hamer, he probably needs to ditch this back three with the two wing backs and maybe go with a four and dominate the midfield more, because I found in the first half that's where we were really lacking. When we got the ball out wide to Manning or to Coleman, they didn't really have many options. Now, Evan Ferguson was treating all scraps, but Finn and Zaz seemed to struggle to get into the game when that was the case, and the midfield as well. So when we had it out left, the players just weren't shuffling over to support. Maybe the ball was coming too fast, I don't know, but the way I look at it is the danger signs were there at times and we dealt with it. So we kept the clean sheet that Hamer said we had to keep a clean sheet. We did that, but the lineup was we had to go into this and win the game, and that was the onus was on that. The fact of the matter is we got that, but in the first half it was very dismal. It wasn't something that could get the fans going at all. There was no real patterns of play or anything like that. Seamus Coleman looked a level above once again, despite playing hardly any minutes and turning 37 the other day. And Ryan Manning, I thought, was good in the first, well, it's right throughout. I thought he was really good, but I thought he was a shining light. And look, nothing against Evan Ferguson, he was feeding off scraps. So it's not a whole lot you can do when you're feeding off scraps and you're left isolated a lot of the time. He did what he could. Half time going in, 0-0. You're just praying that we can get the first goal. Not too many chances to kind of show that we're going to score, but we just needed something. And then you come out for the second half. Early in the second half, they get a red card for a loaf on Finn Azaz, which was a red card, and he was sent off. And that gave us the advantage. It gave the crowd something to cheer for, got the players up. So I think that gave us the edge. But I still wonder, had they had the 11 and we didn't have the number advantage, would we have got the win? Who knows? Because it just looks a bit. I worry now because obviously Hungary, they were drawn 2-2 the last time I checked against against Portugal, which is not a result that we wanted. We needed Portugal to win. So I'm just checking the score on that one, because obviously, as I say, yeah, it finished 2-2. So that's obviously not good. But we need to get a result against Portugal, and we need to beat Hungary in Budapest, which is going to be a tough task. So look, the fact of the matter is we've got to win. We put ourselves back in a decent position, but we need to make sure that we win against Hungary. And based on the evidence that I've seen, I'm not sure we can, but I hope we can. And look, it's another thing, I feel like some of the players feel like that we're harsh on them. If ever you watched our videos over the last 6-7 years, it's been nothing but positive, and any of the criticism has been constructive criticism in ways that we've never hammered a player, we've never picked on players or anything like that. It's always been, how can we improve, how can we be better, how can we, what could we have done better? So it's never any personal attack. So if any of the players or anything like that are watching this, I want them to know that we want Ireland to win every game. You just want to win every game, but if you don't win and we don't put in the performance that we're proud of, we're obviously going to say it. So I just think some of them just maybe don't need to take things so personally or be so sensitive about if they think that we're coming out and saying stuff about them, because we're not. We just want to see our team put in a performance and get a win like tonight. Can't argue with that. We got the win. It wasn't the prettiest. I don't really care. We won the game. That's all I came to see us, win the game and put ourselves back in a position where we can compete in this group, because it was all but over in the last window. So look, in fairness to them, they put in a shift against Portugal. They put in a shift tonight. And yeah, it was always going to be a banana skin, but they done well. So look, credit where credit's due. We won the game, 1-0, we move. Let us know what you thought of the game in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks for watching.